Good evening and welcome to NACTV Bigger Bingo for Wednesday, April 9th, 2025, broadcasting live from Nipawin, Manitoba. And before we get started, here are our rules. Our license number is LGCA 6052 MBI 45955. One ball will be drawn at the beginning of the session. This ball will be the tuning number for Game 3, the blackout and 52 numbers. When bingo is declared on more than one number, only those who declared bingo on the earliest number called will be declared winners and eligible to win the prize. Each bingo game will be closed when bingo has been declared and verified by calling the number displayed on the screen. The phone lines are open to receive calls, and it has been announced 3 times that the phone lines are open to receive calls. At least one phone line has been available for calls for 2.5 minutes, and the game is declared closed. No further calls will be accepted with regards to that closed bingo game. Prize money is split evenly among multiple winners with a minimum payout of $25. Final win confirmation occurs when the winners submit their date stamp sheet containing the winning card to NACTV. In the event of transmitting or telephone problems which prevent continuation of play prior to the event's start or at any time during the event's duration, the game will be rescheduled or resumed on the next Wednesday night. Game 1 is played to a blackout on the gold cards. Jackpot in 50 numbers or less is a minimum of $1,000. After 50 numbers, Game 1 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. Games 2 and 3 are played on the colored cards, and they are pink tonight. Game 2, the X game, has a prize amount of $150. Game 3, which continues from Game 2, is a blackout. Jackpot in 52 numbers or less is a minimum of $500. After 52 numbers, Game 3 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. If Game 3 is won with the toonie ball number drawn at the beginning of the session, the winner will receive the accumulated toonie pot plus the blackout or consolation prize. Jackpots for Games 1 and 3 accumulate by 50 cents per package sold. When a jackpot is won, the pot will increase from the minimum amount when accumulated sales reach that value from 0. The toonie pot accumulates by $1 per package sold. When it is won, it starts at 0. Prizes must be claimed and checks cashed within 6 months from the bingo played date. A list of the bingo numbers called can be obtained from the NACTV office. That's the rules. Good luck, everyone, and let's play bingo. We are playing on the gold-colored cards for a... I don't think our jackpot got changed. Hang on, I need to change that. Our jackpot's higher than that. It's at $21,339. Okay, there we go. Got the correct jackpot in there now. And so jackpot in 50 numbers or less is worth $21,339. Playing on the gold-colored cards. First number out is under the G55. G55. This is also our tuning number for Game 3. Under the G58. G58. Under the B1, B1. Under the G51, G51. Under the G49, G49. Under the B5, B5. Under the G48, G48. Under the G52, G52. Under the G46, G46. Under the I-22, I-22. Under the O61, O61. Under the I-19, I-19. Under the I-17, I-17. Under the N41, N41. Under the N43, N43. Under the N35, N35. Under the B4, B4. Under the N32, N32. Under the O67, O67. Under the O70, O70. Under the O74, O74. Under the B6, B6. Under the N45, N45. Under the I-21, I-21. Under the O68, O68. Under the B2, B2. Under the I-26, I-26. Under the I-20, I-20. Under the B10, B10. Under the N39, N39. Under the O69, O69. Under the G60, G60. Under the I-30, I-30. Under the G47, G47. Under the I-18, I-18. Under the N42, N42. Under the B13, B13. Under the G56, G56. Under the G54, G54. Under the O65, O65. Under the O66, O66. Under the O72, O72. Under the O64, O64. Under the B3, B3. Under the I-28, I-28. Under the G50, G50. Under the G57, G57. Under the N38, N38. Under the N40, N40. Under the B8, B8. And that is your 50th number, so pause here for 2.5 minutes and give people a chance to call in if they have a bingo and can claim that jackpot of $21,339 plus 50 cents for every package that was sold for tonight's game. And anybody who wins those jackpots, their checks would be ready on the Friday. Otherwise, people can pick up their checks the next day after 1 o'clock. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls at 204-476-2639. We have one community announcement. We have a foot care nurse visiting on April 14th at the Nipawin Drop-In Center. You can call 204-721-2022 to book. They have diabetic foot care, preventative screening, lower limb assessment. They also take care of ingrown toenails, cracked heels, thick nails, callus and corns. And there is a charge for it. $55 direct billing through Blue Cross, Veterans Affairs. It's tax deductible. So that's on April 14th at the Nipawin Drop-In Center. The foot care nurse will be visiting. Number to call is 204-721-2022. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls, I declare this game closed. And we'll move on to the consolation round. Still playing on your gold colored cards, looking for a blackout. And the prize is now $100. The next number is under the I-16. I-16. Under the B9, B9. Under the N36, N36. Under the B15, B15. Under the N34, N34. Under the I-24, I-24. Under the B7, B7. Under the B11, B11. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the N37, N37. Under the O63, O63. Under the O71, O71. Under the O73, O73. And we have a caller. We have a couple of callers. Imagine we've got a bingo.
Hi. Yes. Hi. What's your
213.
number? 4249?
Okay. Do you know which number they? Yeah, it's a good bingo. I just need to know what number she bingoed on. But from the sheet, Olive.
Okay. Oh, 61.
Okay, but I need to know from the sheet.
Oh,
No, it's okay. You just take the information.
okay.
Okay, yeah, whatever we've got on the sheet. What is it? 071? One number back? Okay, valid bingo on 071, one number back.
6213.
6213.
Okay.
Same thing. Okay, another bingo on 071, one number back. So we have two valid bingos on 071, which is the one number back for the one that was called. So one number back from 073, it would be 071 for the valid bingo.
Okay. Okay. No, access before. The phone number? Yeah.
So we'll be moving on to our pink colored cards after this to play the letter X game, and then after the X game, it's a carry-on game on those same cards for a blackout, and in 52 numbers is the big jackpot.
Okay, thank you.
And our tuning number is G55, so if you bingo on G55, you'll win that tuning pot, which is at $13,356. And we sold 131 packages last week. We do have one phone line now open to receive your calls. One phone line is open. Is it an N or an M?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be an N, right?
Yes.
That's okay. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed. And our winners on the Bonanza Consolation were Vanessa Finnemore of Neepawa, purchasing the winning card at Harris Pharmacy, and Catherine Pennell of Neepawa, purchasing the card from Kinsman Courts. Congratulations to Vanessa and Catherine. Okay, on your pink colored cards, looking for the letter X to begin with, as shown on the screen, for a prize of $150. The first number out is under the B4. B4. Under the O73, O73. Under the B9, B9. Under the I-25, I-25. Under the B13, B13. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the I-26, I-26. Under the G48, G48. Under the G53, G53. Under the O74, O74. Under the I-20, I-20. Under the N32, N32. Under the I-17, I-17. Under the B7, B7. Under the I-16, I-16. Under the O71, O71. Under the B10, B10. Under the N43, N43. Under the N45, N45. Under the I-19, I-19. Under the I-18, I-18. Under the G50, G50. Under the G54, G54. Under the N36, N36. Under the O62, O62. Under the O65, O65. Under the G58, G58. Under the O61, O61. Under the O68, O68. Under the N39, N39. Under the O70, O70. Under the I-22, I-22. And we have a caller for the letter X game.
Wait to go.
And valid bingo on the I-22 for the letter X. Okay, did we call G55? No, we have not called G55. So G55, our tuning number is still in play. And that tuning pot is worth $13,356. Plus $1 for every package sold for tonight's game. We now have both phone lines open to receive your calls. And remember that the number in the hoop, when it hasn't been called, it can't be bingoed on. Both phone lines are open to receive your call. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed. We'll move on to our third and final game. And our jackpot is the 11,596. Oops. Okay, our winner on the Big X was Lori Lewandowski of Nipawin, purchasing the card at Touchwood Park. Congratulations to Lori. Okay, continuing on, the pink colored cards, looking for a blackout now and 52 numbers or less. It's worth $11,596. The next number out is under the G57. G57. Under the N35. N35. Under the N37. N37. Under the B8, B8. Under the O66, O66. Under the G49, G49. Under the I30, I30. Under the G55, G55. Under the B14, B14. Under the O72, O72. Under the B15, B15. Under the O75, O75. Under the B2, B2. Under the G59, G59. Under the B11, B11. Under the I27, I27. Under the O69, O69. Under the B1, B1. Under the O67, O67. Under the N34, N34. And that is your 50-second number, so we'll pause here for 2.5 minutes and see if anybody calls in to claim that jackpot of $11,596. And our toonie pot of $13,356 will be growing because G55 was already called, so nobody's waiting on the toonie pot tonight. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. And I'd like to thank the following businesses for carrying the bingo packages and selling them for us: at Harris Pharmacy, Nipwa Legion, Touchwood Park, Kinsman Courts. I guess they're not all businesses, but the following places: the Brandon Superstore Lottery Kiosk and Frontier Trading in Minnedosa. Of course, here at the station at NACTV. And thank you all for playing along with us. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls, I declare this game closed and we'll move on to the consolation round for $100. And your next ball out on the pink color cards is under the N44. N44. Under the O64. O64. Under the N31, N31. Under the N40, N40. Under the G56, G56. Under the N38, N38. Under the I-28, I-28. Under the I-21, I-21. Under the I-24, I-24. And we have a caller. So that number in the hoop is not valid. So I'll just turn it around. And a valid bingo on I-24, the last number called. I-24 is a valid bingo. And that will be wrapping it up. We'll just wait and see if anybody else calls in to win a share of that pot, of the $100. Both phone lines are now open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed, and that'll wrap it up for tonight. So our winner on the Blackout Constellation was Maureen Lilly of Neepawa, purchasing the winning card from Harris Pharmacy. Recapping our winners for tonight, our Bonanza Constellation was won by Vanessa Finnemore and Catherine Pennell. The Big X was won by Lori Lewandowski. And the Blackout Constellation by Maureen Lilly. Congratulations to our winners, and thank you all for playing along. I hope you have a great week and join us next Wednesday.